All right, well, Wallet Hub recently ranked North Dakota as one of the least fun states in the U.S.
New this morning, Aaron Fields joins us now. He spoke with the director of tourism in North Dakota, who says the ranking doesn't justify all the great things that our state has to offer. Aaron?
Good morning, Tim and Alicia. When most people think about North Dakota, the word fun might not be the first thing that pops into their head. While we might not have the nightlife and beaches like other states do, North Dakota does have many attractions that most overlook. And from the people I spoke to, they tell me this state is far from boring.
Everybody's definition of fun is different.
Wallet Hub named North Dakota the 40th most fun state in the U.S.
It definitely, people have a negative impression. You know, you don't make the Weather Channel or the news when you're just average. You make it when you're super hot or super cold, or there's a big blizzard or some kind of a weather event.
North Dakota has over 1,000 attractions, and even though it's cold, people don't realize some of the best kept secrets our state has.
When you look at the diversity across the state, you know, both in terms of terrain and offerings, whether you want a city experience or if you want a rural small town experience, if you want to camp or if you want to stay in a boutique hotel, I mean, we really have a lot of variety across the state that a lot of people don't recognize.
While we are far from being anything like Vegas or Orlando, our state offers real authentic experiences. I talked to a few residents who say they're shocked about the state being ranked so low.
I mean, it may not seem as though we have a lot to offer. It's very stereotyped, but we really do. There's a lot of wonderful things to do here, and so it should have been ranked a little higher.
I disagree with it because there is lots and lots of fun stuff to do. I would say that North Dakota is really fun, and we all should live in North Dakota.
While the people who live here love it, there is still room for improvement.
Well, a lot of what we need to do is just tell our stories better. Again, we maybe aren't that easy to just search, or people don't have a major idea of what there is to see and do here. So it's really telling those broader stories of what visitors can expect and can do here in North Dakota.
Audie Coleman tells me if she could add anything to North Dakota, it would be a full-service 4-star resort on Lake Sakakawea. And I also asked if tourism has picked up in recent years, and she says because of funding, they didn't have the research for that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, how do y'all feel? Do y'all have fun here?
I think North Dakota is a very fun state. I think there's fun to be found everywhere. You just have to go look for it. And of course, your definition of fun may vary too.
What's your definition of fun, Tim?
Well, I like to go outdoors. I mean, that's why winter is kind of tough. You know, I'm not a huge winter fan.
But even in Alaska, I lived in Alaska and North Dakota, and you can go cross-country skiing, you can go ice fishing, you can go hunting. And those are things that to me
that sounds
are
great
fun.
for you.
Yeah,
And you could put 3 ski masks on, Tim. We were having this discussion in the break.
You could if you really wanted to. Yes, exactly. Okay. This all takes us to our question of the day on Facebook now at KX News and KX News Minot. We want to hear from you. Do you think North Dakota should be called a fun state?
And 34% say yes, they do think North Dakota is a fun state. 66% say no, so be sure to join us in that conversation and let us know your thoughts.